Hi everyone, this is Scott Dudley from Funnel Fellow Radio, and today my special guest is Donothan Gamble, who's based in Tennessee, and he's the business executive for Naturally Made Essentials. Welcome to the show, Donothan. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Scott.
You're welcome. Let's get stuck into it. So let's begin with talking a little bit about your background and how you first got into marketing and funnels in particular.
Absolutely. So, Scott, just give you a little bit of my background. Started out blogging and building websites, and then kind of evolved into doing affiliate marketing, and really was focused more on SEO in the early days, and just tried to find a way to scale our offers that we had and kind of scale affiliate marketing. So that led to running paid traffic and ultimately led to, checking out Clickfunnels one day and seeing what that was about. And it's been great ever since.
Awesome. Okay, that's a bit of a progression. Sounds great. All right, so if we sort of fast forward now to the present, and let's talk a little bit about your company, Naturally Made Essentials, the products that you sell, and what you're doing with that.
Yeah, so Naturally Made Essentials was born just from a concept. We actually found somebody else who had created essential oil jewelry. They built a funnel with it, and we saw that they were able to hit 7 figures within a year. We pretty much replicated their model, and kind of tracked our success based on their progression, because they showed their numbers, how they were doing along their journey, and we pretty much hit every single milestone they hit. And we were able to do the exact same thing in a year and hit that 7 figure mark. And then our business kind of has evolved over time. We do a lot more affiliate marketing now. We have a lot more digital offers now, and we still do a little bit with the e-commerce side, but pretty much taking the same audience, the health audience, natural health audience, and selling them other digital offers.
All right, so it's both physical products and digital products. It's a combination of both, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting mix. Do you use ClickFunnels for all of that, or do you use something like Shopify for the physical side of it?
So we use both. We have Shopify. We have a Shopify store, where that's like second purchase, I would say. First purchase is typically done on ClickFunnels, especially with our books. We have 5 books now. Those books are also on Amazon, but we try to get people integrated with our products as fast as possible with ClickFunnels, just because the purchase is we get a lot higher of a purchase value from the customer just through the nature of a funnel.
Yeah, it makes sense. So are the digital products mainly like ebooks or courses, or what are they?
Yeah, so that you hit it right on the nail on the head. It's they're ebooks, and then we also do have courses.
Okay, so what would the ebooks be more like the front end, and then the membership or the courses the back end, or?
So we sell the course on the front end. I mean, we have multiple funnels. So we have some funnels where the course will be on the front end, and then we upsell the books. And then we have other funnels where we'll sell the book, and then we'll upsell the course on the back end. Both of them do really well. I mean, upsells do really well. And it's really just a different price point offering on the front end. So we're able to kind of cater to 2 different people on the front end.
All right, so what the physical products, do they upsell some of the times, are they?
The physical products we have is upsells in terms of the books. So we have digital books and physical books.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so a lot of times what we'll do is we'll sell a complete digital bundle of the books, and then we'll upsell the physical books on the back end.
Okay. So is there a particular type of funnel that you like to stick to the best, or one that you would recommend best for your sort of model?
So we started out with free plus shipping,
Yeah.
just because that was the model that the other person was doing, that we kind of mimicked what they had done and had success with. But now, in terms of trying to get somebody to a higher order value, it's not always best to pitch the lowest product first. And that's just through my experience and some of the experience of our colleagues. But so we've tried to position higher priced products, because it kind of nurtures those customers to want to spend more money down the road. Usually, if you start a customer out cheap, it's hard to kind of accelerate them up to a higher order value later on.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Interesting. Okay, so you've got a few blogs that you manage as well. Are they in WordPress or are they ClickFunnels?
So our blogs are in WordPress, and a lot of the blogs are generated to help our user base have content that's relevant to what we offer. So like I said, we talk a lot about natural health, and so our blogs just act as another intermediate to either provide those people with additional value once they come on our email list, or to attract new people who may not find us on Facebook. They may be looking for content through Google, and so they come onto our blog, they join our email list, and all of a sudden they're in a whole nother customer cycle, if you will. So one thing that I've kind of learned is you have to have a process for your customers to go through. And if you don't understand that journey that your customer is going through, it's really hard to monetize it. It's really hard to know if you're getting ROI on your investments.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds, yeah, exactly right. All right. So including yourself, how many team members do you have, or is it just yourself doing the whole thing?
So I manage much of the marketing side, running all the ads and coming up with creatives, copywriting. And then my wife is actually the face of the brand. We have 4 writers on hand that help with the blogs. And then we also have a lady who manages our email list. And then obviously, some other people that are just contract workers.
Okay, cool. All right. So is there a specific ideal customer or target market that you look for with these products?
For the most part, our audience has mainly been women, 45 to 60. And, it's mostly around health, living a better life, could be centered around weight loss a little bit, even though we don't promote weight loss. But a lot of times people are looking for living a healthier lifestyle to try to lose weight. And so naturally we kind of get those people who are trying to lose weight, kind of interacting with our products as well.
Okay. And as you mentioned before, you'd be able to introduce them to affiliate offers as well, that sort of target market as well, because there's plenty of affiliate offers that would suit for those.
Yeah, I mean, when we first started, we actually weren't doing affiliate marketing, and it really was doing our customers a disservice because, like I said, we don't really focus on weight loss, but there are people who are on our email list who were looking for weight loss.
Yeah.
So, my wife, who's, like I said, the face of the brand, has become a trusted advisor to these people, and they really, take what she says in terms of her recommendations to heart.
Yeah.
And so, it's natural to try to integrate affiliate products, and it's done really well for us. And it's created a whole nother source of income with our email list that we were not monetizing originally.
Okay. And then do you do JVs with other people as well, where they promote your stuff and you sort of do a bit of a swap, or you don't bother with that?
So we haven't got into JVs yet. It's one of those things that I definitely need to do and know I need to do. But for the most part, we've just been promoting other people's products and helping other people with their launches, but we haven't tried to get people to promote our stuff yet. We've kind of just primarily been promoting it ourselves.
Okay. Yeah, I think it'd definitely be something worth trying anyway. Dip your toe in the water.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So can you tell us about one of your most successful marketing campaigns and why you believe it performed so well? Is there one that sort of stands out?
So I'm going to give you 2. The first one is the one where we were doing the essential oil jewelry. We were doing a free plus shipping offer. My wife did a video. It was really like her first time doing a video, and it just converted really well. And I think it's just because there was that human connection. The way she presented it wasn't really trying to sell it. She was more trying to highlight the product and show how she uses it in her everyday life. And then to bring you to today, what would probably be our best campaign that we've been running for a year and a half now is really just a free lead magnet. And it's just connecting people to information. And so, after connecting people to information, then it's obviously trying to get them on board with some of our paid products. But it just converts really well. And what I ended up doing is what some people don't do sometimes with their ads is you can just change the image on the video that people see. And so I changed it to a dog. and it really has just, I mean, it made that video just convert crazy. I mean, we get very cheap leads, and they're pretty much all US based leads, and it just changing the image that people see before the video plays has drastically increased conversions with that.
Okay, interesting. I never really thought about that, but I guess when when you do think about it, it makes sense that would attract different types of people. But that's a good little trick. Awesome. So what are your favorite online tools and platforms that you use to run your business?
So the primary tool that we use right now is ConvertKit. We use that for our email. ClickFunnels, obviously. We use Shopify. We use One-Click Upsell, which is a plugin through Shopify. We use WordPress. Trying to think what else. We use Stripe as one of our payment gateways. We use PayPal. We use Amazon for our book printing, the KDP publishing. So that's been really good because we don't have to have the physical inventory with the books, and we can still ship them out to everyone.
Yeah.
Those would probably be the primary tools that we currently use.
Okay, cool. Do you connect Shopify with ClickFunnels just out of interest?
Our Shopify is not connected to ClickFunnels. So we have ShipStation. I guess that's one tool. That's the fulfillment tool we use is ShipStation. So ClickFunnels is hooked up to ShipStation. Shopify is hooked up to ShipStation as well.
Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Cool.
And another tool is Hotjar. That's like that's been a great tool in terms of like creating new offers or seeing where customers are tracking on a page.
Yeah, one thing with Hotjar is even if you're just using the free version, you get a lot for the free version. So it's definitely well worth at least giving it a shot and testing it out, because I agree, that's a great tool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to get a new offer to convert.
Yeah. The recordings are fantastic too, where you can actually see what people are doing on your pages. Have you tried that out?
So I was using, there was a tool, I believe it was like ClickMouse, something like that. We were using that to do that, to track how people were interacting with the pages, what they were clicking on, and it would record each customer session.
Yeah, I see. Okay, cool. All right, so what's the biggest challenge that you consistently have to face while running your business?
I think the biggest challenge that most marketers are going to face, especially if they're running paid traffic, is the sources of paid traffic you're using. Even with this election here in the U.S., obviously we saw, costs for ads going up pretty significantly, and so I would say that you don't control the platform. I mean, Facebook has tried to ban our account just 3 times this year already. We've had a whole bunch of our ads disapproved, even ads that we weren't running anymore because, we were using the extension offers dot. So, you don't know what other marketers are doing or what they're abusing, and, what works today may not work tomorrow. So I would say that's the biggest challenge is, you're working on a platform where other people may be doing things maliciously. And you're also, working on a platform where you don't necessarily control anything, right? Facebook controls how much you spend to acquire a customer. They control, where you show up. And so, kind of, going back to where the business is today, we've shifted to focusing more on collecting our own data. So that way we kind of can manage, the stream of customer flow that we have. So we're not reliant on any one platform. If Facebook shuts me down today, I still have my email list that I can email, right, and still make money from it. So that's the biggest thing is we've kind of become more of data collection over just relying on the platforms to send us traffic.
Yeah, that's absolutely vital, because you're right. I mean, Facebook could shut you down at any time without any notice and for no reason whatsoever. And some people, they just run their entire business on Facebook, and then once they get shut down, then they got to start from scratch basically.
Yeah, I mean, even if you get your account back and they reset your ads, you're still kind of starting from ground zero because your ads don't start back at the point that they were at. So a lot of people don't even know that. If your ads get rejected and then put back on, even if you don't see it, it starts your ads from ground zero. So
yeah, I know, it's amazing, but yeah, exactly right. All right, so what are you curious about or researching right now regarding digital marketing and with an eye to the future?
So I would have to say that the biggest thing that I've been kind of learning and adopting into my habits is learning more about human behavior, psychology, and then copywriting. I think those are the two biggest tools that you can have in marketing. Before it was like, oh, how do I create this great offer, or how do I create the best product, but like if you understand psychology and why people buy, you almost can sell anybody anything. And so that's been my focus now, is really learning that, and it's increased not only our engagement with our current customers, but it's also made it easier to launch new products. So those are the two things that I learned: psychology and then just copywriting.
Yeah, absolutely. At the moment, I'm reading a lot of books on negotiation and just sales in general. So these aren't like copywriting books or marketing books, but I mean the principles that you learn from negotiating at a high level and just general sales skills, they come in handy when you actually are writing your copy. So that's what I've found.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So who are your marketing idols or the biggest influences on your career?
So I would say to this time it'd be Neil Patel and then Kelly Felix. So Neil Patel, I mean, I think everybody knows Neil
Yeah,
Patel.
I know Neil
Uh,
Patel. Yeah.
the biggest thing about him, and I've met him several times, is he's just very simplistic, right? Sometimes as a marketer, and especially when you're kind of creating offers or trying to be unique, you overthink things so much. And Neil has a way of just communicating where it's just like an easy thought that can take your business to the next level or help you see things that you didn't see. And then Kelly Felix, he's just a great copywriter. He has a great story. I don't know if they played the infomercials over there where you're at, but he started this company called Credit Secrets a few years back and had Larry King doing infomercials for it and everything like that, and was able to get that up to $50 million. And he helped a lot of people with that. And so Kelly is a great guy, a personal friend, and has just been, a really good example for me to kind of follow and learn from him.
Excellent. Cool. All right. So just to wrap up, where can people go to find out more about your products?
So I just started a YouTube channel, and I'm actually doing a series on YouTube called the $50,000 Lifestyle, and pretty much it just kind of helps people get to $50,000 a month. And I discuss some reasons why you don't always need to hit $1 million a month or try to shoot for these huge goals, because you start losing lifestyle at some point. You start running into challenges at some point that are unforeseen. And so a lot of times people are like, oh, I want to be, the guy making the $10 million or have $100 million company. And they just don't understand the frustrations or the problems that come along with that. And so what we've been able to do is, like, at this $50,000 mark, it's very sustainable. It's very easy. It's very automated. We don't require a lot of people to help us run our business. And so that's a series that I'm doing on YouTube. But naturallymadeessentials.com is our Shopify store. And then you also can find us on Facebook.
Awesome. All right. Really appreciate you coming on the show, Donothan. Thanks for sharing those insights. Take care.
You too. Thank you, Scott.
All right then. Bye.